Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you another movie review, especially on a Saturday. It is April 27th. Quick shout out, happy birthday D. I decided, you know what? I'm going to bring a couple other films your way because I've been doing a lot of superhero action films and everything. And I go, you know what? King does watch comedies. He does watch romantic comedies. I enjoy the hell of them. I think one of my favorite movies, top 10 at least, is a romantic comedy. Blast from the Past. Go check it out for yourself. If you get that, you get a little bit of the King. Because the King, even though he rules with a gray beard and he's ferocious at times and he's strong, he does love movies like that too. Only I don't know if I can tolerate his musicals. But anyways, we'll get on that. That's another topic. Anyways, I'm here to talk about another close topic to me. The King has two little demons, dogs, called Chihuahuas. My Athena and Zoe, my beloved Tinky too, she passed away, 4 years ago. Still remember it like it was yesterday. Anyway, still gets the King a little bit there. But anyways, dogs, love dogs. They're a big part of your life. They're here for a short amount of time. They make your life better. They complicate things, but at the end of it, it's worth having them around because I'm telling you, I don't give a shit what anybody says. They make such a difference and impact of your life. It's incredible on many levels. And you only know this from experience if you're a dog owner yourself. People who are not, you're rolling their eyes probably now. So, you know what? I don't care. Get a life. You'll know what I mean. What you do, you cannot help. If you love animals and dogs, you're going to understand where the King's coming from. Anyways, blabbing again. Okay, the movie I'm going to be talking about is called Puppy Love. Came across this Amazon Prime or Prime Studios or Prime Video, whatever the hell you want to call it. It got released there. It came out in 2023. It stars one of my good favorite actors, the CW's Flash, Grant Gustin, and Lucy Hale. She's in it. Also, Jane Fonda's in it. She plays her mother or some crap like that, which is kind of pretty cool. You guys, I'll give you guys my non-spoiler and spoiler. I'll do that. What the hell? I won't ruin it for you. Just in case you want to watch it today, right after I brought this up. But my overall thoughts going in, I don't know what to expect. All I know, dogs, romantic comedy, two people probably going to most likely hate each other at the beginning, or something's going to happen, and then they're going to slowly fall for each other. Can't even speak. It's so damn early in the morning. Fall for each other over time because of circumstance and something to do with the dogs. That's what I went in blind. Like, that's what I assumed, okay? Go to an hour and 45 minutes. I'll go, you know what? Perfect length, good enough, don't need to drag it on. Anyways, so you got the typical high-class maintenance kind of girl who seems to be self-absorbed and into herself, all about the, glamour and glitz. Then you got Grant Gustafson, his character. You got Max, who's for some reason been through a traumatic experience that involves COVID. And he's isolated himself. He's kind of like a nerd, wants to keep it to himself, has a couple of issues. His buddy's trying to get him out of the shell to kind of like get out of this bubble that the world's going back to normal. He should kind of do the same. So he's dealing with his issues. She's dealing with her own kind of issues, personal issues that we don't know why. She's kind of guarded and, she acts towards certain people. There's a little spat she has at the beginning with perhaps one of the guys she's been dating, and she kind of brushes them off kind of thing. But you learn later on, they're both she comes across a stray, he comes across his shrink saying, you know what, you got to take baby steps, get a dog. And that's how the journey begins. They kind of he learns how to kind of get close to something else slowly and hopefully eventually get him out in the real world. She kind of gets a little bit of sympathy and realizes, there's something more important than myself, the dog. So they both learn their lessons like that. An accident happens on a dating site. They end up starting to date, right? And they kind of bump into each other. It doesn't go well. Shit hits the fan. A little falling, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, over time, another situation arises. They get kind of brought together. And then, of course, something else happens. She does something stupid. Learn a little bit more of the truth. He kind of explodes, says a couple of vile things at her, and then they end up going their own way. Something happens, brings them closer. She's good at drawing. He's good at singing. Because Grant Gustafson, he's sang in Glee and all this other stuff. He has theater performance background, so kind of makes sense. And that's how it all happens. And, typical faction, guys. There's nothing like, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Point A to B storytelling. The actors brought it. There was a couple of lame moments here and there. A couple of funny scenes is the toilet pregnancy scene, the Lamaze class. Holy shit. I'm telling you, stupid, crazy stuff like that. Like you can watch it for yourself, but even the pharmacy, there's a pharmacy, they have to get a plan B to kind of like do something to one of the dogs. I'm telling you, little things like that. Nothing over the top, nothing that I have to tell you guys, go check this out for yourselves, but it's enjoyable. I think you guys will like it. Okay, put that spoiler there. Okay, guys. Like I said earlier in the non-spoiler, it's a very simple storyline. You got a girl who's messed up. You learn that her father has passed away and she kind of put walls up. She attacks her boyfriend at the beginning. Doesn't have any sympathy. It seems to be like she's a selfish person. She comes across a stray dog that she finds on the street, takes him in, gets him looked at, starts to look after him, and her life kind of slowly evolves and starts to change and it not become about her. It's about maybe the dog itself. Then you got Grant Gustin's character, Max. He's a nerd. He went through COVID. You find out that his girlfriend cheated on him and he got COVID from her because of that. So that kind of like set him in a little tizzy. He already had his little mental issues and shit like that as a kid, but it magnified. He isolated himself from work. Didn't even go to work, for God's sake. His buddy was trying to get him go. He wouldn't go. He would drive up and then just kind of take off there. Then his shrink was trying to, teach him baby steps to get back into the real world. So she does manage to get him a dog. They both do so. He kind of like befriends him. That's kind of like the next thing he gets himself attached to. Going on a dating site, meets her. Bad first encounter with her. Like it went from good to like worse, and then shit happens. They disappear. The two dogs do a little nasty business there. Find out that maybe his dog is pregnant. Him and his buddy go to the pharmacy and holy shit, to try and get plan B. It's like, no, you got to go to the vet. It's, and he goes, it costs too much money. So they did a stupidness there. There's a toilet scene where they're getting the dog to pee. And so, it's just hilarious shit, guys. Stuff like that. It had its moments. I'm not going to say it's the funniest thing you'll ever see, but it had its funniest moments. Shit that you say you could see yourself doing if you're a dog owner. And stuff that you wouldn't see yourself being a dog owner do, But little things like that. Then there's a situation that her landlord finds out that she can't keep dogs there and she's going to get evicted. So he ends up taking the dog first and then her because they miss each other. And then, of course, slowly feelings develop here. You learn a little bit each other. Things seem to be going well. And then they have a big blow. She goes to this karaoke bullshit thing. Brings this douchebag that she kind of had a client to sell his house there. They get into a little scrap. He says a few things. She says, but the dog gets lost. The pregnant one. He finds her, still kicks her out. They're all moping about, each other. Oh, I miss this person, blah, 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 and whatever the crap. And then eventually they end up getting back together. He gets her into art school that she's applied that, they're on their way to oh my God, the dog's giving birth and you got kids in a baseball field next door. You got a lady who walks her dog who accused them of being a dog breeder earlier there, and they both tell her to F off, which is excellent because I would have done that. Little moments like that. Then he secretly gets her in. She gets approved. They fall for each other. He decides to throw a party to get over his COVID situation and craziness there, which is a true thing. Trust me, I know people like that, who've isolated himself because of it. Just slowly, baby steps, your own need, whatever. Anyways, and then they end up getting together and all that fun stuff. And that's how it ends. Jane Seymour's in it too, who plays her mom. Typical, like I said, point A to B storytelling. Nothing like, oh my God, you have to watch this. If you don't, you're going to miss it. It's on Prime Video. That's where I saw it. First time I've heard of it. Had the Flash, Grant Gustin in it. So I go, you know what? I'm going to check it out. And, I don't regret watching. It's only an hour and 45 minutes. But it'll pass your time. If you're bored, you want to look for something new that you haven't seen, it's on there. So go check it out for yourself. So there you go, guys. That's my official Puppy Love movie review starring Grant Gustin and Lucy Hale. Hope you guys like it. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other review that's coming up later today on our YouTube channel. And like I said, leave your comments in the comment section. Check out my other reviews, TV season reviews, you name it, the works. the Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem review I just dropped yesterday, and of course, anything else that comes on our channel. So until then, be the hell good, and I'll see you guys where? We're here on the Movie Throne.